Okay, so ready to dive in.
Absolutely.
Today we are looking into the practice of putting ashes in the Ganges River.
Right.
And it's a fascinating topic because it's tied to this much bigger idea
Yeah.
of like freeing yourself from
Mhm.
being reborn again and again and again.
Absolutely.
And our sources really start with this question.
Yeah.
Why would anybody want to be free
Yeah.
from the cycle of life? Why would that be the goal?
It is a question that really makes you think about
Yeah.
how different cultures view life and death.
Right. And like what the goal of all this is.
Exactly.
So we've got reincarnation,
Yes.
the soul being reborn over and over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
But our sources are suggesting that wanting to escape from that
Yes.
could be coming from this belief that life is basically just suffering.
Right. If each life brings inevitable suffering,
Yeah.
then the cycle of being reborn is
Wow.
just enduring that suffering over and over.
That makes sense, but it also makes life seem kind of bleak.
Right.
Is that really how everybody sees it?
Well, it's really interesting because the idea of life is suffering
Okay.
is a central idea to some Eastern philosophies,
Hmm.
but it's not a universal perspective. There
Yeah.
are many diverse viewpoints on this.
Okay, so there are different schools of thought even within Hinduism.
Absolutely. Some emphasize the illusory nature of the self,
Okay.
and the suffering comes from being attached to this illusion.
Interesting.
Others focus on the pursuit of knowledge and self-realization
Okay.
as a path to liberation.
Got it.
And still others emphasize devotion and surrender to a higher power
Okay.
to transcend suffering.
So many different ways of looking at this. It's
Sure.
not just good or bad.
Sure.
It's like understanding all these layers
Absolutely.
and the different paths that people take.
Precisely. And that's why this practice of scattering ashes in the Ganges
Yeah.
is so powerful, because it's like a physical manifestation
Yeah.
of this desire for liberation.
And in our sources, we see that the Ganges is seen as this sacred river,
Yes.
the symbol of purity, like a bridge to the divine.
Yes. And that's key to understanding this whole practice.
Okay.
Because releasing ashes into the Ganges is this act of purification.
Like a cleansing.
Exactly. Helping the soul on its journey toward liberation.
That's fascinating how these rituals tie into beliefs
Yeah.
about the soul and what happens after we die.
Right.
I mean, it really makes you think about our own cultural practices around death
Absolutely.
and what they say about life's meaning.
It really does.
And it invites us to consider this. If freedom from being reborn is the goal,
Right.
what does that tell us about how we see life and death and existence itself?
It's a question that can lead down many paths,
Mm-hmm.
exploring different philosophical
Yeah.
and spiritual perspectives on life's biggest questions.
And that's what makes these deep dives so rewarding.
Absolutely.
It's not about finding one right answer,
Yeah,
but being open to all these different perspectives.
I completely agree.
Thanks for joining this deep dive,
Thank you for having me.
and we'll see you next time.
Looking forward to it.
Bye.
Bye.